What's good? What's good? What's good, fans? I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Voice of the Fans podcast. Today we have a special guest, Miss Karaya Gage, new head basketball coach of the basketball league in the Bakersfield Magic. How you doing, Karaya?
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing today?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I can.
I'm
Can you
I'm
hear
good.
me?
I'm good. Thank you. I was just making sure. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're perfect. I thought we was lost for a second there. All right, so this basketball league, I'm excited to hear more about it. But before we get to that, I want to ask you kind of about you and how did basketball become your part of your life, and you tell me about how basketball became in your life and when it became a part of your life.
Yeah. I started playing in junior high. It was actually just something to do. Me and my friends we tried out for the basketball team. So they kind of started there. Found out I was okay at it. So it was just something to do. Hang out with my friends, play basketball. Got to high school, started taking it a little bit more, serious. And coaches were saying, you could really do this, be good at it. I used to run track in elementary, so they was like, you quick, you can run. So that was basically my thing. I was just running, doing layups and everything like that. And sophomore, junior year, taking it a little bit more serious and wanting to really explore it, especially when they started talking. You can get scholarships and go to college, so that really piqued my interest of, well, I could go get a free education just for having fun and playing a game. So, that's what I did and focused on that. And, thankfully I was blessed enough to, play college ball and, move on and get a full ride scholarship to a Division II school.
That's pretty good. So you're a Bakerfield native, right? If I have this correct.
Yes, born and raised, yes.
Okay. Well, what's it mean to what's it like? Well, I've been to Bakerfield a few times, but what's the competition like in Bakerfield? I guess that's what I want to get at.
When I was in high school, it was tough. It was fun. You always kind of have, your rivalries and
Okay.
stuff. And when you play travel ball,
Hmm.
you playing with girls from, your rival schools and stuff. So it was always fun, during the summer. But when the season tip off, it's like, we can dap it up afterwards. But, right now I'm trying to go out here and get this W, So, but the competition was good. I enjoyed it. I loved it. And then have the fans
Okay.
come out and cheer and, everything
Okay.
like that, playoffs and stuff. So it was really good atmosphere. Really good atmosphere.
What are if you would share with their fans, what are some of the life lessons you learned from those early days of basketball?
Um, the early days, I don't want to say I didn't take it as serious, but teamwork was one of them. Because like coming from track, you're out
Okay.
there by yourself. You're in your own lane. You're running your own race. Get to the finish line. But in basketball, you got four other people with you on the court, so you have to learn how
Hmm.
to communicate more. You have to learn how your teammates move, how they, things that they like, and also, coaches. So how they adjust to things like that. So that was the biggest thing, was just teamwork. Getting to know one another. How do they like certain things? What works with them? What works, with yourself, and how to just bring that all together.
Okay. Do w- you have any aha moments in basketball? Like aha moments, like when you said you started off as playing just for fun, you and your friends, but when you actually got serious about it, like what were some of those moments that you said, okay, I can really be good at this?
It was probably um I think it was my junior year of high school. I believe it was a playoff game. Um, and I think that was probably what my best game I ever had. And I didn't realize, how many points I had scored. I still don't remember it exactly, but I think that was it. The newspaper had did a little article, and the news station had said something. I was like, man, like this is, I didn't think I was that good, but apparently it was like one of my best games. And it was like, if you keep doing that, can make it to play, at the collegiate level. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna really focus and try and remember what I did in that game and apply it just moving forward. Like I said, it was kind of a fun thing, but
Sure.
it kind of clicked like, okay, you can't really do this. It's time to buckle down, get the grades right. Focus on whatever your strengths and weaknesses is. And put yourself out there.
That sounds pretty dope. But unfortunately, you had a heart condition that impacted your high school career.
Yeah, my senior year, it went undiagnosed. They thought it was like a heart arrhythmia, irregular heartbeat, but
Hmm.
they could never find it when I would go in to do tests. So obviously, I couldn't get cleared. So I missed the majority of my senior year of high school. I came back, I think, one or two games before we started playoffs. And it's funny because I actually um, just kind of got a diagnosis of it a couple of years ago. They said this could have it's called PVCs, which is preventricular contractions. So I kind of have like an extra heartbeat, and it happens so randomly that on a
Mm.
EKG or ECG, they can never catch it. So apparently this could have been what I've
Mm.
had since high school, but they could never catch it to actually diagnose exactly what it was. So I missed that, but like I said, it happened so randomly. It never affected my collegiate, playing, career. So, I thank God for that. I was able to play in college. So, but it taught me a lesson that sports it can go away quickly. So you can't put all your eggs in one basket. So, getting to college and, like I said, getting that education. If anything were to happen, I would have something to fall back on.
Certainly, certainly. Now, being facetious, did that give you the extra heartbeat? Did that give you a little bit more tenacity? Are you more aggressive? Are you more,
Um,
um,
it
are you more spirited on the court?
because for the longest time I didn't know what it was, and it was like it's not really an arrhythmia, but it just kind of put in my mind how quickly it can all be taken away. So yeah, it did, and and going into my freshman year, I tore my ACL, so I set out again. So I was like, man, what's going on? But it did because it just showed me, how
Oh wow.
quickly, it could be taken away from you. Like that, your health is important, and at the end of the day, as much as I love basketball, taking care of my health is the main thing. But it did give me a little extra push, though. That's for sure it did, because I was upset about not being able to play my
Right.
senior year.
So now you've been in and out of coaching now. I'm imagining one of the things the doctor says is you can't put a lot of stress on your heart. But doesn't coaching put some stress on your heart, Korea?
It does. They say just, when I start feeling, the symptoms of it, just kind of, relax. It does, though, but also it gives me, some joy to be able to sit on the sideline and see my players succeeding out on the court. So it makes it worth it.
Gotcha.
To sit there and be like, I told you could do this at the beginning of
Hmm.
the year. You didn't believe me. Now look at you. Especially when I was at the junior college level. You're getting recruited by 4-year colleges now because I knew you could do it. So like I said, it makes the long nights, early mornings. It makes it all worth it. Yes.
Yeah, seeing those kids develop, that has to be a reward in itself, right?
It is.
The
It
kids and the
really is.
players develop, seeing their game
Yeah.
improve and develop, it has to be a reward. Yeah, yeah. So the TBL, the basketball league. How did you hear about this opportunity? When did this come to you? When did this come across your table? Talk to us about that scenario.
That I actually seen on Facebook. I seen a Facebook post on it. And I was like, oh, they're bringing back professional basketball to Bakersfield, which was exciting because we had it several years ago, and they left. And I was on Instagram one day, and I seen the Instagram page, and I sent a generic message like, hey, you guys have any job openings in the future whenever you guys get ready to play? not thinking about coaching, didn't mention coaching. I just said a job, just to see what was out there, just to see what was available, and you know, here I am now.
Just from responding to a job posting? Like
It wasn't.
what a
It wasn't
that's
even really.
that's pretty special.
It wasn't even a job posting. They just posted, I think like the logo, and I just sent them a message like, "Hey, do you guys have any
Uh-huh.
jobs, available whenever the season
Hey,
starts?" Yeah, it was just the logo. I just, like the logo, like, hey,
he,
you guys got anything? So, it wasn't even a real job posting. I just reached out and
he's a
asked them if they had
Bakersfield.
questions.
You just wanted to be a part of it, huh? Look at you
Yeah,
now.
that was it. Yeah,
Look at
that
you
was
now. You running things out there, huh?
yeah, a little bit, a
Okay,
little
so
bit.
um, so obviously you put a you put you had a resume that kind of made you an attractive candidate for that opportunity. Talk about that journey. Like you did some coaching, you did some training. Like why did why did basketball stick with you so long? Why did it stick in your blood in your why do you feel it kind of stuck you hung in there so long, if you will? If that's you, I hope hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Like how did you stick, why did you stick with it, what kept you going or kept you close to the game?
Mhm. Um, I don't know. Like, every couple of years I find myself, like I said, sitting back on a sideline somewhere. I think, when I set out my senior year, I guess I got a glimpse of coaching. And then my freshman year of college, like I said, I tore my ACL, and, I set out again and got another glimpse of it at the collegiate level. Um, but I honestly, I don't know, just something about it, I guess, being able to understand the game on that level um, made it a little bit easier, for me, not just like the casual fan, but actually understanding how to draw up a play and defensive schemes and stuff like that. I kind of like that. I enjoyed that. Like I said, and through injuries, being able to see, practice not on the court, but off to the side of it, I can see how, we put things in and how it works together. When we play, you guys just see the finished product, so to speak, but you don't see everything that goes into getting to that finished product. And that's kind of what intrigued me most about it was like, we take three different parts and, five different people, and then we get, whatever you guys see out on the court. And that kind of that led me more into studying more, basketball, taking a closer look at it, watching it on TV at the college level, not just as a fan, but actually kind of, seeing how they move on the court, what the players do, things like that. That like I said, that intrigued me. As far as my coaching journey, I say it's just wherever God, led me to go. I went back to I started at CSU Stanislaus, where I finished up my eligibility. I had the opportunity to start there, so that was my first college job, and it took me back to my alma mater at Taft Community College, and then to another local junior college, Bakersfield College. And I think I've gotten something from each of those places, from the coaches there, from the athletes there, that I think led to this moment of me being where I am, being able to take um, what I learned, and what worked and what didn't work. And I think it's the culmination of all those years of playing, all those years of coaching, everyone that I sat under, um, just teaching and speaking and talking to me. And here I am being able to put all of that back on a bigger platform. So same thing. I said, just a bigger platform, just to give back what people have given to me, and what they have poured into me.
So you mentioned that you try to take something from everybody that you played for or been around
Hmm.
as a coach.
Yes.
Um, is there any per- is there any particular coach? Is there any particular coach that you kind of pattern your style after? I mean, whether it was somebody you played with or played for, or a famous coach, some of the fans might recognize.
As far as my personal coaches, it's just how they interact with the players. How they run their practices, the practice plans. What things work and in what order. So I kind of I took that from um, who I played for. As far as coaching on um, TV. I kind of like Doc Rivers. He's always talking. You got to talk on defense, communicate. I like his coaching style. How he does things, especially how he you're not talking on defense, you're not playing. Well, you got to have communication, but it's just a mixture of everyone I've been around. Even going to games and watching other coaches how they play, what they do out of timeout. So it's a mixture. I can't pinpoint just one person or one particular instance or situation. I just try to glean from whoever's around, get as much as I can, um, write it down and hold on to it. And, it's I have that now to look back on to draw from.
So yeah, that's we all kind of pick up from stuff we see or people we've been around. So that's pretty cool that you been able to do that and kind of formulate your own style, if you will. Giving athletes the opportunity to continue their basketball dreams, providing opportunities for the community to work with professional teams and serve the community by attending and hosting community service events. Like that's pretty cool. Like
The screen froze. I can't see or hear you.
I'm intrigued. Are you back? Are you there?
It keeps freezing. You're going in and out.
Correct. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know if I think I don't know whose end is on, but you're frozen and you're keep going in and out.
Are you there?
Yeah, yeah. So okay, I can see and hear you now.
You can hear me now?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, we got a little hesitance right there. I apologize. I
that's
apologize.
okay.
Um. So I was asking you about the purpose and the mission statement of the basketball league,
Hmm.
uh, giving athletes and giving athletes an opportunity for the community to work with professional sports teams and serve the community by attending and hosting community service events. Has that process begun?
We
Was this an intriguing opportunity for you? Did you or were you familiar about this when you clicked on the Instagram link? Like, talk to me. That seems like a pretty worthwhile venture there.
mm. No, we are in the process of getting out in the community. We hold our first tryout on Saturday, actually. And so we're, in the beginning stages of building our team. So basically, building a team from the ground up. So, once we start getting players here, our ultimate goal is to get out in the community, is to volunteer and for them to know who we are and, as well as the players. And Bakersfield is a tight knit community. When something's going on, they do come out and they support one another, whatever organization or volunteer effort, fundraising event that's going on, and we just want to be a part of that. Like I said, so we are in the effort. We are efforting that as we speak. Once we get our players in, then we'll definitely be out. Like I said, in the community, we're talking to different organizations right now, seeing what we can do, what events they have going on. Also, being aware of COVID, so some things might be a little different. So we are taking that into account. But is what we can get into, and like I said, get the players out there. That's what we want to do. Especially for the young kids, young adults here in town, for them to be able to interact with professional basketball players. These are players that played in the NBA, played in the G League, played overseas. So it's nothing. It's no semi-pro or anything like that. These are professional athletes, and just for them to be able to interact with them and be up close and personal with them, ask questions, see them around town, that they are approachable. um, you can talk to them, you can see them. It's okay to take a picture and have a conversation with them. As I said, it's important to me that we get out there, like I said, and do that. And as far as when I reached out to them initially, it wasn't nothing like that, as far as what they were looking to do or what was the plan was. Like I said, it was just, hey, you got any jobs available? And then as time went on, it became apparent that we're going to be community based. We want to be community driven. We want to be like, hey, I see him at the grocery store. This is number such and such for the Bakersfield Magic. Like, hey, how you doing? We want that to be able to engage, interact with the community. Not just here in Bakersfield, but throughout Kern County, if we can, as much as possible. Yes.
So do I have to be in Kern County to try out? Can I telling me about the tryouts this weekend? Can I come try out? I mean, I got my
Yeah.
shoes,
If you want,
I got my sweats
if,
ready. I mean, I'm
if you
ready to
want
go.
yeah, if you want to come try out, come on down. I love to
We'll,
see what you got, see what kind of skills you got.
we'll give us information. I mean, I might be bring my own team up there and see what the basketball league and Bakersfield Magic talk about.
I'm sorry, you were breaking up. Can you say that one more time?
I said I bring my team up there to see what the Magic is all about. Give us information for the tryouts.
The tryouts. Okay, I think you said the information for the tryouts is still a little.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, it's a little shaky there. But no, yeah, so the tryouts are going to be Saturday, this Saturday, October 9th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Elite Fitness Center. The
Okay.
address is 6558 Meany Avenue, Meany. Yeah, so you can come pay at the doors. It's 175, $175, but you can register at the door. Come, walk up. We'll have some drills, and then some drills and stretching just to get the players loose, and then they're gonna play. We're gonna see what's out there, and I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing what kind of talent comes through. I've seen a few of them in Vegas. They had a combine, so I went and seen there. And like I said, it is professional athletes. They are incredible. I was amazed when I went and seen some of them play. So like it's awesome. I'm excited for our team, and just excited for Bakersfield to to see the kind of players that we have in the product that we're going to put out.
So, what type of player what type of players are attractive to you? Attracted to Coach Gage.
The type of you got to be a hard worker. You got to be um, have good body language, be a hard worker, be a good teammate. Um, I'm not so much on the whole athletic ability. If you play hard, if you practice hard, we can work with you. We can make you. into being successful. But I think attitude is the biggest part of it. You have to have the right attitude. And I know, my coach used to tell me, know your role, learn your role, and do your role. And whatever it is, just accept it because it's going to be a role for you. Might not be what you want, but at the end of the day, if we're successful individually, we're going to be successful as a team. So you find whatever
Okay,
role you're in,
that's
play that and do that to the best of your ability.
okay. All right. So I like to play defense. I mean, you looking for any
Yeah,
defensive
I
players
mean,
in there?
you
I'm a little handsy. I got.
you can pick up full court D for me. I mean, if you can
Well,
get the point guard,
bro,
half court maybe.
at, at this age, it's more half court. Yeah,
Half
it's
court.
more
Okay, we
half
can take
court.
half court. Yeah, yeah. I was like, we can do it. Yeah, we can do it. Like I said, we'll get you some help side defense, but you keep the person in front of you and box out a little bit. We'll be in business. We'll be in business.
So what type of things, if you guys are working in the community and being in front of the community, what type of things would you like to see? Do you have any of that in mind, or are you not there yet? You're more focused on kind of scouting and getting the scouting dialed in right now.
Mhm. We are looking to, like I said, if there's any fundraising events or volunteer events that, other organizations do in town that we would love to be a part of. We're, trying to get in touch with the Boys and Girls. Well, we've been in touch with the Boys and Girls Club, and we're just trying to figure out, what's the best thing that we can do if it's, maybe going to the after school program and talking, to the kids on site, or if they have any camps or something like that, that we want to be involved with. Like I said, as much as we can, within reason, given practice and games and stuff like that. But we just, we want to just show face and say, hey, we're here, we're available if you need help with something. If we have some players around, we'll love to send the players out to, speak to the students, high school, junior high, whatever it is. That's the type of thing that we do. We just want to be able to reach people. We're not just looking for one demographic, one area, but whoever we can reach, that's who we want to reach. Like I said, we want to just get out in the community, give back, be mentors if we can, whatever we can do to help, those that are coming up behind us for sure.
Okay, so you got the tryouts are this weekend, October 9th. You said
Yes.
in Bakersfield at 2:30, 10 to 2, right? That's it,
Yes.
ten to
10 to 2.
two.
Yes.
Um, when does your season actually begin?
It begins in March. So we'll start
Okay,
playing in March and it goes through June. So that includes the regular season and playoffs. So we'll end up finishing
okay,
maybe mid June. Yeah, March to about mid June.
okay. Um, Community activities once you guys get the team signed up and that they begin immediately. I keep harping on the community piece. Just really think that's really intriguing, and I think that's
Yeah,
a pretty cool focus. I'm sorry.
no, 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 that's fine. No, I mean, that's what, we're trying to be about. Like I said, we're trying to get out there. As far as it starting immediately, we are, like I said, we're in talks right now with different things. Once we get all the players, here, and then we can see what's available, where we can go, where we can, what we can do basically. Like I said, we still reaching out, but once we get the team and all that together, we'll have more of a plan where we can say we're going to send so and so here, or so and so there, and different things like that. But we've been reaching out. Definitely, we've letting them know like, hey, we're getting our team together. Let us know what you have coming up, and we'll be happy to to come out and volunteer some of our time.
Um, when is what is the best piece of advice you received throughout your career, playing and or coaching? What's the best piece of advice you've received?
The best piece of advice probably, be authentic. Be who you are.
Okay.
Don't try and play someone else's game. You see,
Yeah.
I see this all the time. People out here trying to shoot like Steph Curry. You're not Steph Curry. Play your game, play what you can do. And the same thing is like, it's coaching. Just be you. I can't coach like, so and so. I can't, coach like, this person or that person. I can only coach, how I coach. Be authentic with that. Be real. Be upfront. And the team, it's a adjustment with each other. We're going to have to learn each other, obviously, but at the end of the day, just be authentic. They'll be able to see who's real and who's not, and trying to fake all this stuff, and don't have time or the energy to do all that. But that was it. Be authentic. Be who you are. Some people like it, some people don't, but at the end of the day, they can't say you're nothing but real 100% because they see the real you from the very beginning.
Yeah, got it. Is there anything I missed? Is there something you would like the fans and people to know about yourself, about the basketball league, about your journey?
About myself, I'm just not too much more about myself. I pretty much said it all, but I'm just excited, like I said, just to be on the sideline again. Like I said, every couple of years I find myself being sitting on the sideline somewhere. As far as that, I'm just excited for the opportunity, grateful, blessed, humbled, to have the opportunity to coach, to be a head coach. And with that and with the TBL, they're doing awesome things. They're growing like every day. It seems like they're adding new teams across the country. But just just to have the opportunity to be a part of something like this, to be a part of something bigger than myself. Um, you don't always get the opportunity, and you take advantage of the situation, but not the people. And you go out there and you just you be able to give back and help. You never know who's watching, what you do. So I could be like I said, just helping someone that come up behind me to see like, hey, this is something that I want to do. And if I'm available to give them any piece of advice that I've given, then that's I believe that's what I'm here for. Just to give back and to serve, and to give out what people poured into me.
That's really cool. I do have a couple more questions.
Okay.
I hope I'm not taking up too much of your time, but I do have a couple more questions. And as a coach, obviously you found this opportunity through social media,
Yeah.
but what is your approach to social media? Like a as a coach, you're gonna have players, obviously. What is your approach to social media?
My approach is that's yeah. I always used to tell my players, I can't see what you post, so either make the page private or clean it up. You got two choices: make the page private or clean up, what's on the page. Again, it just goes back to you never know who's watching. It could be some CEO of a company that heard about you and like, oh, I like this player from the Bakersfield Magic, and they go on your Twitter and they see whatever's on there, and it could be a turnoff from them. And like I said, whatever you want to post, that's your business, but just be cognizant of who's watching, and that's the thing. Social media, I think it's great. I found the job through social media. But also you have to understand that it is a platform that reaches however many millions of people. And whether you know it or not, you are a role model to somebody. They may not say it, but they're still watching what you do. And you can influence them, whether it be good or bad, by what you post, retweet, share, things like that. But so it's your page. You can put what you want, but like I said, you just have to be aware of that and how it reflects on not just yourself but your family. There's instances of people posting something and their family getting a backlash of it, and that we didn't raise them to be like this, but they're posting all this crazy stuff. So it's like, just be aware, just be cognizant of that. And if you have the platform, use it for good. You could be the reason that someone doesn't give up. And You might not know it at the time, and they might not say nothing at the time, but um, just be cognizant of that. I've had that happen to me. People, send me messages, and I don't know who they are, but they've, telling me stuff I tweeted, 3 4 years ago that I don't even remember, but it was something that I said that, gave them a reason to keep going. So I was like, use it for good. There's a lot of people that's going through a lot of things right now, and we can y'all use some good uplifting, content on social media. It doesn't always have to be drama filled. And I think again that's what we're trying to bring, with the TBL and us. Good content, good quality, uplifting, um, just stuff, whatever we're doing. Like I said, that's the point of us getting out in the community, is to help those who, may be hurting, or, just having a bad day, you know. So,
Okay, yeah, I think that's really cool. And in this last topic, I like to see us as a society just get to a point where this even isn't even an issue. So I've been reluctant to bring this up, but being a black woman in this role, like, how do you feel about that? Is that important to you? Are you just being a coach? Like, touch on that, because I'm sure somebody wants to hear about that.
um, yeah, like they say, representation matters. Growing up, I didn't see a lot of female, women coaches. I definitely didn't see a lot of women of color. Um, even now they're starting to be more, and I believe that there are a lot more of us out there. We just need that opportunity. We just need a chance to show what we can do. um, like I always tell people, it's not about me. Never has been, and it never will be. It's about those who are coming behind me. Little girls or boys, but especially little girls that might want to coach but think that they can't do it because it's a predominantly, you know, male profession. I don't want to say white male, but we know how it is. Whatever I can do to help them get to where I'm at because someone helped me, then that's what I want to do. It's pressure, being I guess one of the first, one of the few, to do it, but it's also, I think it also shows that it is possible. You pay your dues, you put in your time. Eventually you'll get there. You'll get a lot of no's, you'll get some closed doors, but at the end of the day, you know I tell people, I was like, my resume speaks for itself. So I've put in the work, I've put in the time, and I'm here now. But just don't give up. If this is what you want to do, keep grinding. You might have to coach for free, you might have to volunteer, but at the end of the day, it's all experience. You can all write it down, and eventually, wherever you want to go, you'll get there. And I think for me personally, Anisha Curry, who is the assistant coach for the Portland Trailblazers. I've been following her on Instagram when she was a coach at, I believe it was Maine with the men's basketball team. To see her as, a black woman, coaching men's college ball, and then now going to the NBA, being a woman of color, it's like, we're out here, we can do this. Just give us a chance. Just give us the opportunity
Hmm.
to show you what we can do. Um, hire me on my ability to coach. We know the game, like I said, but it's a little bit harder. We got to work a little bit harder, but the payoff, the reward, once we get there, it'll be well worth it. It'll be well worth it.
I love that response. I'm glad I asked that question. I love that response. Thank you. Um, Karaya, let the people know where they can find you on social medias. We talking about social media. Let them know where they can find you. Where you at?
I am on Twitter and Instagram at Karaya AG. It's Karaya, and then AG. You can find me on Facebook if you want to reach out to me there. It's just my name, Karaya Gage. You can find the Bakersfield Magic on Facebook at Bakersfield Magic Basketball, Instagram at Bakersfield Magic. Twitter at Bakersfield MAG and then the number one. So you can find me and them, on those social media platforms.
All right, thank you for that. So now, let's buckle up. Buckle up. I got some completely random question for you.
Okay. All
Totally
right.
random. And the first one, Korea, is what do you do with your mismatched socks?
What do I do with my mismatched socks? I keep them in hope that one day maybe I'll find the other match. I don't know. So I'll hold on to them for a little while, like maybe they'll crawl up from under the bed or something. But if it's too long, then I just go ahead and get rid of them.
You go ahead and get rid of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Name three people you would invite to your dinner party.
Three people I would invite to my dinner party. Um, Allen Iverson, he would be number
Okay.
one. Um, I would probably invite Stephen Curry. I would invite him, and
Okay.
then non-basketball wise, um, I would probably, I would love to have Barack Obama. I think that would be
Okay. So you guys
amazing.
talk a lot of hoop there. You guys be
Yeah.
talking a lot of hoop.
Yes.
What is your favorite piece of furniture?
Favorite piece of furniture, um, the recliner, my recliner.
Your recliner?
Yes. Give me a good Disney movie, a
Okay.
blanket in my recliner, I'm good to go.
Okay. Can you recall your favorite concert?
I actually haven't been to too many concerts, but my first concert was the Temptations when they came to the Bakersfield, to the Kern County Fair. I think I was in high school. I was probably a freshman or sophomore in high school. That was actually my first concert. It probably was my best concert. I'm a Temptations fan, Motown, so um, I enjoyed that one thoroughly. Yes.
Okay. What is a name a movie that you can watch multiple times?
Oh man. Um, Five Heartbeats.
Five Heartbeats. Okay.
Yes.
I think I got through that once.
Yeah.
I think I got. What is your favorite app?
My favorite app. Twitter.
Okay. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Yes, it does. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
good answer. Good
Yeah.
answer. Does sugar go on grits?
I I don't know. I don't know if I really want to even get in that debate because I've seen it on social media and people are getting a little volatile about whether or not it does.
I
I
mean,
don't
that's
know.
what it means. Do you put sugar on your
Is-
grits? Are you when you
Um,
make grits on Sunday morning? Do you put sugar on them?
Probably just a tad. We'll just go like a little bit.
just,
Just a little
just a
bit,
little
you
bit. Okay.
know.
Um, the best example of someone paying it forward. What's the best example you've seen? Let's say in 2021 of somebody paying it forward.
Oh wow. The best example I've seen of 2021 would probably I don't know where I was at, but I've seen someone pay for a older gentleman's groceries, at the dollar store at the grocery store. And I know just given the current situation, people out of jobs and they don't have the income that they may have normally to do that for someone. Like I said, especially in these times, to take care of all of their bill and say, don't worry about it, I got them, just ring them up and let them go. I love seeing stuff like that because it's like you didn't have to do that, and they're not doing it for recognition. There's no camera around, there's no cell phone video of it. It just I got it. So I love seeing things like that. And People do stuff like that out the kindness of their heart.
And then last one for you is Beyond Burger or regular burger?
I have come to become a fan of the Beyond Burger.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. You really? I haven't tried one, and I can't see myself trying one. But you like it, huh?
I've had it a few times. Yeah, I am. It's real. It's growing on me. I will say that. Yes. If I had the
I
choice, I
think.
would probably pick a Beyond Burger. Yes.
Wow. The
Yeah.
only way I would have one is if you were serving them and didn't tell me it was a Beyond Burger. That's probably the only way I would
And
have
I've
one.
heard people say that too. They was like, if, don't tell me what it is, just give it to me and let me eat
Yeah.
it and tell me afterwards. But I like it. I'm a
Okay.
fan of it.
All right. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. One more time, let the people know what your social media handles are and how they can find you on social media.
Twitter, Instagram, Karaya Karaya, and then AG. Facebook is just my name, Karaya Gage. You can find the Bakersfield Magic on the social medias as well. Facebook, Bakersfield Magic Basketball. Instagram, Bakersfield Magic, and Twitter, Bakersfield MAG, and then the letter one.
Okay. It's been awesome talking to you. And will you tell our fans thank you for making our voice your choice?
Thank you so much. First of all, I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you about this. I really do appreciate that. I'm humbled by it. I'm excited to just, like I said, get going. And to everyone that's watching this, I appreciate you. I thank you so much. Like I said, check us out. We'll be in Southern California if you're around. I would love to meet you when we do get down there and play. And like I said, I'm looking forward to it. And thank you guys, everyone, for tuning in and checking it out.
And the tryouts is Saturday at 10 a.m. Right?
Yes,
Give that address. Give that
this
address one more time.
this Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Elite Fitness Center,
Elite
six
Fitness.
five yeah 6558 Meany Avenue, Meany Avenue,
I might be
Bakersfield,
there like
California. Yeah, come on through. I'm
I
seeing.
might be there about I might be there like 9 a.m.
Okay,
Like
come on through. I'll be there.
I
Wait,
gotta stretch and everything. You gotta you work on the shot and everything.
we'll
Work
get
on
you
the
plenty of
form.
time to stretch. Get you plenty of time to stretch for sure.
Thank you for your time, Korea, and I look forward to talking to you soon.
Thank you again. You have a great rest of your day.